What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Tazzz N Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show.
What is good, you sexy son of a guns? It is Philly. That is Tazzz. It is the Tazzz N Philly Show, and we are back with another reaction video. What is up, YouTube? It is Philly and Tazzz, and we are back, and we are going down a slightly different rabbit hole tonight. We are going down a subscriber request. It's a band called Nocturna, I believe, and the song is called New Evil. It's a band I haven't heard of before, or Tazzz has not either. However, it says they are a symphonic metal band and a gothic symphonic metal band. And then in the description, it mentioned Nightwish. So we're not certain if they're influenced by Nightwish, if Nightwish is somehow a part of this band, created this band. We're not really even sure at all about that part of it, but symphonic part sounds like it would sort of make sense that they might at least be influenced. With that being said, don't know much about it, going into this completely unbiased, so it's going to be hearing it for the first time. Never heard of this group prior to when he mentioned it to me that it was a request earlier today. So I'm ready to go with this. And Tazzz, give your thoughts, and then we'll get into it.
I've mentioned many times it's always exciting to be able to record us about to watch something for the first time. So not only have I never heard of this song before, I've never even heard of this group before. I don't know. Well, I mean, we know that they're a symphonic metal band, gothic style though, so I don't know what type of flavor that has. Like, does that correlate into the actual music or the lyrics, or that's just like their outer appearance, which I love that too. So it'll be exciting to see if there's any similarities with anybody that we may know, any other bands we may know, or are they like their own complete unique style that we'll experience for the first time. So that part's exciting. So other than that, I guess I have more to say afterwards, because again, this is brand new. I don't even know what else to go by with them. We don't do a lot of research on Google because it adds more to the element of surprise for us. So we like our awesome fans, subscribers, to educate us, because that's more personal and intimate, conversational, rather than us just quietly looking on Google. So that's why many times we don't know anything much about some new artist and song that we're going to react to. So again, keeping it real and authentic, but also conversational. So it's intentional. Other than that, do you have anything else you want to say, or shall we see what Nocturna is all about?
Well, for anybody that's new or even old to the channel that has not heard this before, Tazzz went through a very big gothic stage in his life that he likes to talk about sometimes. So this is probably exciting for him. The man wanted to surgically implant fangs into his mouth. He used to wear black nail polish on his fingers. He used to go to gothic bars. He used to wear dark clothes. And I mean,
still do.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I mean, a 6'5" Tazzz N Manson. Can you imagine that? Tazzz N Manson. Yeah, no, but I know he's into this stuff, and I mean, if there's anything like Nightwish, I'm probably gonna find it pretty cool as well. But I'm curious to see how they put their own flair on it. And all right, are you ready to get into your gothic stage, sir?
I've been ready. Are you shutting up now?
Do you got your fangs in? Is your nail polish on? Are you ready to roll?
No, they're not on. I've been good. All right, so without further ado, let's see what this is all about. So excited.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't sure what to expect with that at all. I mean, for me on that, like,
Wow.
certainly understand where the at least why the Nightwish name was in the description. I mean, certainly sort of that kind of a flair, but obviously different too because this is like two lead singers that are female. They kind of blended real nice, and I've never seen, at least that I can think of, an all female band that kind of thrashes like that. Like they're way different than the Warning, at least from what I've heard early on from them. That was obviously more in
Oh
that
yeah.
realm of Nightwish and symphonic, but like kind of cool flair with the masks. That gave me like a Slipknot flair, even though their music's nothing like Slipknot, but just wearing the mask like that, being kind of
Yeah.
creepy looking the way they did. But boy, could they really play, man. Those two front women could really, really sing. But you could hear like the symphonic orchestra type. It kind of, was rock. It had some hard, like almost like 80s metal flair when they were guitar riffing at the end,
Yeah.
but beautiful harmonizing. It almost had like a poppy sort of hook to it, almost like a little bit like a pop flair. Um, I thought it was really good. I mean, it's an introduction song from a band that I didn't know of prior to today. Really,
I know, right?
I'm not disappointed by it. And I like to say this too because I know sometimes people misinterpret or get offended by or whatever. When I don't know if comparing to this band, even saying anything about Nightwish is like offensive to Nightwish fans or anything. I mean, nothing. I don't know if they're associated. I don't know if they're not. I don't know if this band just ripped Nightwish off, but there is a Nightwish-ish flair to me, at least in that, I guess. And I don't mean just because it's
For
symphonic. I don't just because there's just something about it, I guess.
well, something about this song, and I agree with you because we know how Nightwish changes up and stuff in their tone or in the way that the song is arranged. So there was one song that we had reacted to with Nightwish that was a Celtic type of vibe, and that particular song kind of reminded me of hearing this song because not all the songs that Nightwish plays have like a Celtic type of sound or whatever like that, but part of it within this song reminded me of that. So yeah, I don't know if by this band mentioning Nightwish, are they saying that because they're inspired by them, or well, I know they're not affiliated. Nightwish is their own entity, but maybe they're just inspired by them. But if you're inspired by somebody, sometimes you want to take inflections from them, and
Definitely.
I got a little part of that in this compared to one of those Nightwish songs we reacted to. I don't know the name of which one, but it was a Celtic vibe to that, so I can hear that. But which makes this band completely different, which is that's how it should be at the end of the day, is for one, their outerwear, their garments. I mean, it was so gothic, it was so sexy and mysterious, and I couldn't tell the two that were in the mask. One of them definitely had like feminine hands and looked smaller, but then there was a taller one. I couldn't tell because I was trying to find out, is this an all girl band or is it four girls and one guy? The taller one, I couldn't tell at all. So let us know in the comments if you know. Again, we like to hear from our audience without having to go to Google or whatever. But other than that, if it turns out to be an all girl band, that just makes it even cooler. But I just love their
Oh,
vibe. I
that's
love
that's
their
fair.
outer, yeah, I love their outer appearance. I love how sometimes they took their voice there to almost that operatic level. And like I said, I personally can stand opera if it's like spoon fed, a little bit here and there, but they blended it so well. Like they definitely had that voice that they could take it there. But then oh, it's just beautiful. And then the whole ambiance of the video and everything was just amazing. I am big on a first impression because the truth is, this is a fact. You can only make a first impression once. So for me being the first to hear Nocturna, New Evil, first time ever in my life, they made a big impression, and I'm really, really happy about that. So that's really, really exciting. Oh, and then let me just mention off topic real quick that the contest number is actually, you know what? I think I'll say it in another song. Anything else you want to say about Nocturna, Philly?
No, I did mention earlier. So if I misspoke, because I said that I thought it was an all-female band. If that is not the case, I obviously apologize. I just assumed that it was. But he's right. I mean, in the mask, you really couldn't tell, and long hair doesn't give anything away to me. I mean, that could go either way. So,
Right.
um, I guess let us know below. I appreciate that because I like knowing all the information and getting it right. But yeah, and I was going to say too, back to the whole Nightwish thing with them, like they were way enough different, in my opinion, from Nightwish that it just seemed like it would be like an inspiration. Maybe they're inspired by, like you said, or just have like a like for them. But they certainly didn't bite them completely. They weren't like trying to completely mock their style. So I can appreciate that part of it too. At least in this for this song, in my opinion, that's what I came up with. So yeah, that's all I have to
Right.
say. I'm ready to rate. Again,
And also we don't know much about the term symphonic, excuse me, metal band. So like they could all have that type of similarity within just that, label.
I would
I
imagine.
don't know. This is all new to me. But it's exciting. Um what else did I want to say?
Well, I read
I,
I read
I
a
forgot. Go ahead.
little article. I remember like just like in regards to like Nightwish that they one of the artists was inspired. I guess it was one of the probably the lead singers was inspired by background movie music, which when I read that makes sense to me because like you can kind of feel how like they're have like a build up in the. But that's kind of like what you got here. The song kind of built with the lyrics and stuff. I don't know. It's cool. It's something like we don't have. I mean, I don't really think I can't think of a band in the U.S. that's really like any of these guys. I can't recall one. I hear some
Yeah.
influences, like I've mentioned before, with Van Halen and Iron Maiden and some of those other things like Metallica, but not a band that I can think of where I go, the so and so's they do that because I can't think of
Right.
one. Maybe I'm missing something because I certainly don't know everything about music, but you know, hey, actually, if anybody knows of a band from the U.S. that's anything like symphonic like this, I'd be curious about that too.
Yeah,
So
that would be cool. I
yeah.
remember what I wanted to say.
Oh,
For
that's about
all
time.
we know, let us know in the comments if you know. Perhaps like Nocturna could have been an opening act for Nightwish. Like they could have been inspired that way. I mean,
Sure.
because Nightwish definitely is worthy of having an opening act before you actually get to them themselves. So that would be perfect and make sense. Um, so that's exciting to know. Like how do they know Nightwish, or they don't know them, but they're just inspired by them, and that's why they put them in the description. Hopefully we'll find out. But other than that, are you ready to rate? I'm ready to rate.
I am. Let's
Excuse
get
me.
into it. So, anybody new to the channel, we have a 2 rating system. It's ass or pass. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you've been here before, you obviously know the drill. If we do not like the song, it is ass. We give it a excuse me. We give it a thumbs down. And if we like it, I choke on that shit. We give it a thumbs up. So, Tess, are you ready to do you read the count to three? I'm having a fucking coffee. Hang on a
Maybe we
minute.
should stop. We should go
No,
right to the thumbs up.
you don't have to edit this shit. Let me just get a drink here.
Real and authentic, and I
Yeah.
love that. He's right. We don't have to edit this.
Yeah, it's all good. You guys, everybody in the world out there coughs too, so we're all good.
Yes.
Anyway, all right.
We're all human.
2 rating system, ass or pass, thumbs up, thumbs down. Taz is going to count to three. I'm going to drum roll. We're both going to rate, and I'm probably going to cough again, so just be on the lookout. Right? Here we go. Taz, ready?
3, 2, 1. Boom.
That's for the 2 lead singers. That's for the band
Here we
members.
go. Here we go. This is for the whole group because they're
That's
all
for the-
one love.
That's for the subscriber. Good,
Hate you.
good shit. Very good shit.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I apologize for the voice. It's one of those weird times of year. And I thank you guys again for being here. You could be anywhere in the world that you would want to be right now. And you've spent the last 18 minutes with Tazzz N Manson and myself as we reacted to this gothic group called Nocturna and a song called New Evil. So thank you so much. I am Philly. That is Tazzz N Manson. We are the Tazzz N
And
Philly show.
coffee.
Yeah, cough drops over here. Peace.
Take it easy and keep it breezy.